Hey spuddies, Potatomcwhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 4 as Persia. Now remember, we're playing with the BAT 4.1 mod, a link to which you can find in the description of this video. So, what the hell were we doing last time? It has been a bit of time since I've played this. I do see that we are building the Forbidden Palace up here to reduce the amount of corruption, or whatever you call it when you have that maintenance mechanic. It's maintenance, right, not corruption, right. So, I think I've learned quite a bit from this game about how to play Civ 4. I remember I was building explorers. I think I wanted to go explore America somehow. I think, yeah, look, there's all these cities. There's room for more cities out here, and I would like more. So I will be making a couple of explorers to go check that out. So let's go ahead and end the turn. I think we're about to finish a forge here in Gordium. Now, Gordium doesn't really have a huge amount of production, but it is almost maxed out on all of its tiles, which is really good, because that means that once it maxes out all of its tiles, I mean, there's probably a little bit of work we can do in here with lumber mills and stuff like that, and maybe another, like, cottage over here. But once it's maxed out, I think, how do I cycle through active units? Okay, so here. So what do I want to put on this tile? We have a +1 food tile here, which is not quite enough to sustain a hill. I'll need to put a windmill there for it to be food neutral. Doing some food counting here. I could put a farm over here, and that would make this be able to support a mine. But instead, if I put a farm here, I could support 2 windmills. So I think we'll do a windmill here. Even if it isn't ideal, I am going to want to put a cottage here because this city will be growing to that tile fairly soon. Alt, Control, and O to configure the bug mod. Oh, you know what? Let's take a little bit of a look here, because there is some stuff I want to get alerted about. Okay. Fractional movement points, okay. Gold rate warning, min-max commerce buttons. City screen, raw yields, trade routes, include current. When checked, the whip overflow includes the current rate. Since applying the whip usually affects the rate, the actual overflow may be different. Ah, okay. Let's see, alerts, scoreboard clock, plot lines. Okay, this is all unit useful stuff. I don't know if I'm ready to mess around with any of this. Unit naming, oh god. Let's just leave all that alone. So what's here right now? It looks like there isn't anything there. Let's get the forest. I think, you know, do I want to put a... Well, I mean, these are river tiles. So I might be better served by putting something different there. For now, though, I think on this tile, I'll put a cottage. Okay, so this forest tile... Who does it belong to? It belongs to Pasargadae. And Pasargadae is working it. You are just barely food positive thanks to these 2 tiles. Now you could probably support a mine, but you could definitely support a windmill. So I think I'll stick a windmill down here. This will produce, it'll remove a production, but it'll add food and a thingamajiggy. So we have our explorer here. You're going to just hang on until the next turn. Then we have this group. I want you guys to be into fortify mode. Okay. Another turn taken care of. Well, the first turn taken care of. So we just got the forge over here in Gordium, which should speed up the production rate. And let me go through some of these cities and check. Am I working any unimproved tiles? There is an unimproved tile over here, which is not ideal. I think I do have a worker down here working on that though. So let's see, Forge and Gordium, we love the Monarch Day. Saladin will trade guilds. So let me go ahead and click on Saladin. Let's make a trade proposal. How would you like... So guilds is... We are researching guilds. How would you like to trade philosophy for the printing press? So he would actually give me even more stuff for this. He would give me his world map and gold. Would you accept this deal? Okay, so we just got a bunch of text. We just got philosophy, which enables pacifism. We got Taoism. Someone else already got that. It allows us to build the Angkor Wat, which is a world wonder that gives +1 production to all priests and can turn 3 citizens into priests. Okay, that's cool. And pacifism is a military policy, I believe. Let's see the big picture here now. Okay, so organized religion is nice because it gives more production. We could go to pacifism, which would hurt our gold, but it would give us 100% birth rate in cities with our religion. We could go with theocracy, which would give our units more. No, I think we'll stick with organized religion. I don't think I'm ready for caste system. I think I'm happy with serfdom. The extra speed is really nice. We also unlocked guilds. That gives us the +1 production on workshops, which is really nice. We also have the knight now, and the apothecary, which is our unique building. And it is a replacement for the grocer. It gives +2 health, +25%. And what is the difference between it and the grocer? So the grocer doesn't have +2 health built into it, I believe. Maybe, let me see here at the grocer. No, the grocer, so it gets an extra +2 health, it seems. So that seems to be the main advantage of it. So we are going to want to build that when it makes appropriate sense. So we have enabled theocracy. Although I think we already had theocracy, I don't remember. Let's see here. The Hagia Sophia, the Apostolic Palace. I can never say that word. And I think we already had theocracy unlocked. Or at least, yeah. Okay, not really interested in that. So let's have a look at this worker over here. You are working a couple of unimproved tiles. I would like to get farms down here to make these food neutral tiles. Although with these two, I could actually support mines here and here with these two as farms. Or I could throw down windmills and then convert these to villages. That is also appealing to me. So I'm going to run down here and I'm going to stick a farm here. I have another explorer. Let me go ahead and grab my caravel. And then I want to load my explorer onto the caravel, and then I'll move that caravel next turn. So yeah, go ahead and make me a workshop, please. Now they want me to build a cottage here, but I'm going to go for the workshop. I think this city has plenty of surplus food, and it could use production tiles instead. So I'll stick a workshop down here, and it can always work the coastal tiles if it needs to. Because this city is actually, it's really, really light on production, so I think it's perfectly worth it to stick down a little bit of production over here. Okay, we have another explorer. I'm going to send you over to Pasargadae. And I will have you in fortify mode. So Sardis, Bactra and Gordium are going to grow next turn. That could hurt our happiness. We'll have a look here. How is our happiness? It's looking just fine. Our healthiness is also in a pretty good shape. It doesn't seem like any of my cities are really experiencing any negative things, which is, you know, really surprising considering how some of my other Civ games have been going. In particular, the Civ4 Vox Populi game has been going rather poorly. So I'm going to pick up the extra forest thing. I'm going to load. Okay, so you have a unit in you. I'm going to send over the caravel. You send the caravel to here. We have another explorer. I think that's enough explorers. I think 4 explorers is a reasonable amount. So let's go here into Persepolis. We have plenty of happiness, we have plenty of health. So is there anything else that we could pick up perhaps? Any buildings we need, any units we need? I mean, I could probably get more caravels. Scouts, explorers, missionary spies, and great people. I could get the Hindu monastery. Obsolete with the scientific method. Let's have a look. How far are we from the scientific method? I don't want to put. We're all the way over here. We're not too far away from it, so I think I might have to just hold off. So what would actually help my empire as a whole? Well, I mean, I guess I could pick up a wonder or two here. Let's see. National Epic. Great artist points. Requires more universities, okay. Angkor Wat, that wouldn't be terrible. +2 per specialist in all cities, and +5 culture from all buildings of the religious nature. Yeah, you know what? I think I might pick up the Sistine Chapel. Or, ooh, I could pick up the University of St. Cor, which would be actually a pretty decent amount of science throughout my empire. So yeah, I'm going to pick up the University of St. Cor. That seems like a perfectly reasonable path to take. Now, do I want to work the engineer slot here? Not really. How much food? We've got to do some food counting here. Yeah, I had to put windmills here because we just didn't have enough food. Alright. So you can take that upgrade and then you can go into fortify mode. Alright, so we just finished a farm over here. Although that farm belongs to this city here. So now we have 2 food surplus tiles, which means we can work 2 windmills. Next turn. Bum, 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 bum. Yep, I'm going to stick a windmill down here. It will hurt the food, but it will, or rather the health, but it will in the long run pay dividends. Okay, so we have pretty much all of the tiles we want here worked now. Now we could possibly steal tiles from somewhere. For example, who owns this tile right here? That's us, okay. Any overlap here? Can I press Control X? Here we go, we can kind of see. Okay, these are your unique tiles. We could steal a little bit of this here or there. No, I think you've reached your potential essentially. So your next few people are going to be going into your specialist slots. Let's have a look here. What could we put here? I think I could either put a windmill, a lumber mill here. What do I want to put here? I would have liked to maybe put like a watermill or something. We'll have to see. Let me have a look at the... Maybe we'll keep the forests. We'll think about this. Let's see. Susa, are you working any unimproved tiles? You are working an unimproved forest tile. You have a very slim food surplus, so that means I would want to put down a windmill here. Oh, somebody's already on that. Well then, how about Bactra? You're mostly working water tiles. Which is reasonable. You do have a food surplus, so we could possibly get away with workshops over here. Although maybe I'll build the windmills first. Yeah, so I do want a windmill here, so boom. That'll speed up the university as well, which is nice. And now the city should work that tile, and that'll be, you know, 2 food, 1 production, and 3 commerce is a pretty good tile in my book. Alright, let's go on to the next turn. The borders of Ecbatana have expanded, and that is over... Where's Ecbatana? That's down here. Very nice. So, we have caravels coming back to pick up these guys. So where do I pick up the lumber mill out of curiosity? It's in here somewhere. Ah, here you go, replaceable parts. And I think we were going for banking. Banking into what? I guess we'll just have to find out. So let's have a look at Ergili. Very, very low production here. It doesn't really have a food surplus to support a production tile though. Although I could maybe take that windmill. It's mostly going to be just a commerce city. Going to probably be behind for most of the game. I suppose you could head over here and see if you could put something useful down here. Oh, we could build water mills. It wouldn't be the end of the world here. This city could use the production from those water mills. So, you know, how about we'll throw down a water mill here. Looks like we could maybe stick something down over here. I think some farms. Again, I want these tiles to be food neutral, which means they want to be at least 2 food. So we'll go start spreading those farms around a little bit. Now we could build a cottage there. They want me to build a windmill on that mine. And I'm inclined to agree. The mine seems like a cool idea, but it leaves us 2 food starved in this city because we only have 1 food resource. So I think the windmill is going to be the way to go. Next turn. So you would like to offer gold for guilds. And Catherine is my friend, right? Yes, she has Hinduism, so I'm going to accept this. Farewell. Let's have a look here. We just unlocked mercantilism, economics, and replaceable parts. So we just finished the bank, which gives us plus 50% gold and mercantilism. Plus 1 free specialist per city and no foreign trade routes. Oh, I'm not sure if that's the way we want to go here. The free specialist per city would be really nice, but I'm not sure if that's what I want to do. Let's see the big picture here. So we just finished banking. I would really like replaceable parts because that would make my windmills, water mills, and so on and so forth a lot better, and it would let me build a lumber mill. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pick up replaceable parts. I would like to reveal coal. Ah yes, chemistry here. Privateer can attack without declaring war. Frigate. Military science. Oh, if we get economics, we would get the great person, and we would unlock free market. So I think we're going to go economics into replaceable parts. I think that's a perfectly reasonable pathway for us to take. So we just finished a university in here, and we are now generating quite a bit of food and happiness and all that sort of good stuff. So we can support another 2 tiles, but maybe we'll drop a farm down here and a windmill down here. So let's have a look here. We could get a bank. We could get a Colosseum. We could get an apothecary. 2 citizens can be turned into a merchant. Would give us a lot of healthiness in this city. Oh, I think it would make sense here to make the Hindu temple for the happiness and the culture. And plus we're building the thing that gives us the plus sides from having Hindu buildings. So I think it might be time to build the Hindu temples pretty much everywhere that the opportunity is afforded to us, I think. So yeah, I think I will put the windmill here. It will cut to production. But when we finish replaceable parts, it'll only be plus 1. So Saladin has adopted theocracy. Yes, I think I wanted to put the windmill here. Boom. So now I think that belongs to Tarsus. No, sorry, it belongs to Pasargadae. So they will work that tile. That's really nice. I'm going to want another windmill over here. But I'm going to build the farms first. Sort of developing our territory. Now they want me to build cottages here, and they have always wanted me to build cottages here, but I think it's actually, I think it's more worthwhile to have these be production tiles. I'm going to switch this to a windmill. God, I'm just in love with windmills. So we just finished a university in Ecbatana as well. We should survive this combat. Our ships are very resilient and large. We have the best ships, folks. Let's see here. Harbour in Pasargadae. I'm trying to remember what the harbour actually does. Yes, it's extra money on trade routes, so that's good. That's exactly what we wanted. I'm going to pick up the Hindu temple here because, again, I'm building the University of St. Cor. So we finished the university here. That means plenty of extra science. What else could I pick up? Well, again, I want this temple because that's going to be, you know, the value of this is going to be accelerated thanks to the University of St. Cor. We finished the theatre in here, and again, I'm going to pick up the Hindu temple because I want the +2 science in every city, which will be, you know, it's not a huge amount of science, but it's a respectable amount. All right, there is some jungle here. I'm going to chop this jungle out for, well... Oh, preserving a forest gives happiness. Cool. He says as he immediately destroys the forest. I want to load you into the ship. And then I want to grab the caravel who is carrying someone. And then we're going to drop you off over here. Wait a minute. What? It said 5 turns to get to here. Where is this ship? Oh, this isn't the ship I wanted to select. Why don't you go ahead and take the drill promotion and sentry until you're healed. Oh, there's some whales over here. I would like to pick those up eventually. So where was this other ship that I sent on a mission? There you are. Okay, you'll do that. Next turn. Alright, we built a library here in Ergili. We're going to want to get the Hindu temple, I think. It does provide us with the culture, which is nice. Apostolic Palace election. I will vote for me. I'm going to throw down the windmill. The borders of Susa have expanded. Pasargadae grew. Okay, nice one. That's the end of that turn. Next turn. Clearing a forest will create 30 for Dariush Kabur. Okay, we finished the Hindu temple in Susa. Now we could build a Hindu mandir. I'm not too worried about the Hindu mandir. I would like some extra gold because that could mean I could put more money into science. So I might pick up the bank here, the bank and the grocer. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll pick up the grocer is my unique building, so I'll go ahead and I'll grab that. So I guess I won the Apostolic Palace thingy. Yes, we're going to chop this forest and put a windmill up here, and you're going to keep making farms. Alright, here you are. I want you to go back to automated exploration. There's a lot of barbarian cities over here. Okay, Caravel, you can make your way back to Pasargadae. So we now have an explorer on South America. I think I might actually send this explorer up to North America. It's like the Caribbean. Brilliant. So we just finished the university in Tarsus, and we already have the Hindu temple here, so that's perfectly great. What would be next? Well, I think the apothecary is just a better version of the market right now. And picking up extra gold again wouldn't be bad because it means we can switch more towards science in the long run. So let's go ahead. We will pick up the market. Can we build any particularly strong units? I don't think so. I think we'll just go for the market. We have built a Hindu temple here. That's good. I don't know if I want to build... I think I want to build a Hindu mandirs out on the outskirt towns. I do want to get a university here, though, because that's going to lead to the Oxford University. We're going to build a windmill down here for Bactra. I am surprised they didn't decide to work this tile over this tile. I don't think this makes sense. Yeah, I think this makes way more sense. Especially when you've done the forge, you'll get a little boost to your production. 25% isn't terrible. Do you need any improvements? You are kind of running up against your population limit. You do have a food resource. And I really wish this city was up one tile because it would have been able to grab those cows. And then it would have had 2 food resources, which is rough for it not to have 2 food resources. You're kind of just fine. I think I'll go over here and I'll get this forest chopped. Perhaps I'll put a windmill down there. No, I could put a workshop there. Or I could put a village. I think I'll put a village. Cottage. Extra. So let's go up onto this hill and grab a windmill. This city has, yeah, it doesn't have any food resources, which is making it difficult to grow. That's why I had to build the 2 farms so that I had a surplus. But it's going to be food neutral and it's going to be reasonably good. So we'll go to our next turn. See, you should survive this. You are highly upgraded for forest defense. Yeah. Okay, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to call this an end to this episode. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. Please remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Remember to leave a like if you want to directly support my channel. And remember to leave a comment if you want to give me your feedback. Other than that, I want to say I love you all very much. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.